Many of us do philosophy of science, which is in the name of the department, but philosophy of science bears a different meaning to different people. Like for myself, it's mostly conceptualization, methodology, and modeling. For some other people, it's more like sociology of science and science studies, that it is called, which is something like the contextual issues related to science. For some other people, it's more related to the history of science and to the foundational issues of science that arise through historical studies. We have a very heterogeneous assortment of teachers in BSCS, the Budapest semester in cognitive science. The usual teacher that we work with is a specialist in at least one of the closely related fields, either cognitive science itself, or we mentioned neuroscience already, philosophy of mind, philosophy of language, consciousness. So we try to work with the specialists that pursue a research as well as teaching career in the specific subjects that they teach in BSCS. So what we try to do is to find the best teachers, not necessarily the best researchers, but they are researchers as well as teachers at the same time. We are open to all kinds of students. So many of our students come from the humanities, despite the fact that our main focus is on the sciences. So we try to be open to all kinds of backgrounds and in fact all kinds of interests, meaning the level of interest also. So some of our students would-be specialists that already have a good background in cognitive science or some related field, whereas some other students are what we call the random students. Some students are highly motivated and seek future scientific positions. Some others are only there because they think that serves their momentary purposes. So the way these curricula are conceived, I think are suitable for coping with this kind of heterogeneity of students, and I think they can all benefit from the program. We provide a Hungarian language and culture course, and as part of that, a crash course in the beginning of the semester, which is just a couple of days, which is really a short introduction to the Hungarian language, a very practical one, not like sophisticated grammar or the kind of expressions that you would never use. It's really practical, like kérem, köszönöm, which means please and thank you, this kind of things, maybe names of colors, and spelling, of course, because Hungarian spelling, the Hungarian alphabet, is very different from the English alphabet, so you don't say G, you say G, and so on and so forth. But these things can be learned very quickly, and many of the students that we welcome here are eager to learn it and to use this. So this is a kind of a very practical knowledge that is very helpful in a daily life. We are accustomed to teaching both the students with a more narrowed down interest and some background, and with the students with a little bit of a less commitment and background in these specific studies. I think there is nothing unusual about these combinations, because this is quite typical for the kind of teaching that we do in our mainstream activity at the university as well. Some students are highly motivated and seek future scientific positions. Some others are only there because they think that serves their momentary purposes. So the way these curricula are conceived, I think are suitable for coping with this kind of heterogeneity of students, and I think they can all benefit from the program.